Think you know Naija songs? Old school or new school? Stand a chance to win big on Gusto Guess the Song. To be a part of this, call the numbers on your screen right now. Come on board and let's do things the Gusto way.
Hello guys, welcome to Gusto Reactions. Once again, thank you so much for always liking and sharing, subscribing, of course, telling all your friends about what we do. Please, before we continue, like this video, share, subscribe, do everything you can to push what we do right here. We love and appreciate all of you. Yes, today we've got the one and only Malay. We've got Olakira, we've got Chike, we've got a whole lot of bunch of people, and because we're talking about artists who have blown not just in Nigeria but of course outside Nigeria as well. Now in the times past, we have seen people blow up from the streets in Lagos and then get on the mainstream. A couple of them actually, Zlatan Ibile, Lil Kesh, Inyanya Skukiri, actually I heard blew off right in Calabar, the South before
quite a few
he
from
became
Nigeria.
a household name.
This other guy, this dancer guy from Yanya's video. So.
Yes, Sekem. Yes, that's MC Galaxy as
Galaxy,
well.
yeah.
So it's been a strategy that has worked for a couple of people.
Yeah.
But a new strategy maybe has been Nigerian artists trying to grow up from the East African region. And how has that panned out for you?
Well, it has not really. I mean, it's been beneficial to these artists in the areas that they've expended a lot of money to blow up in. It's been beneficial for them because that means they get to get international shows. There seems to be a new wave of Afrobeat lovers in East Africa, and a lot of Nigerians, Ghanaians, they're capitalizing on that and they're enjoying the fact that a lot of foreigners, non-Nigerians, are enjoying their music, leaving comments on their Facebook page, watching their videos, streaming their songs. So it's a whole new experience, and a few people have seen it as an avenue to make an impact in the African space, and some are being successful at it on the international front. On the home front, there's some question mark. The
likes of Omale, Olakira, Chike, Simi as well, have they've top charts. The likes of Uganda. This at the time in Uganda, we saw Olamide number 1 with Infinity Omale number 2, 3. Thames Damages, you have Bad Influence. Top 4. Yes. At times you see top 10. You see 6 Nigerian songs in the top 10 of Ugandan, Apple Music, of Tanzania Apple Music, with the likes of Diamond Platinums, Rivani, and the rest of. How have they been able to do it?
Well, these guys that you mentioned, they're household name in East Africa. They are the biggest of stars. Diamond Platinums, I don't think there's anyone who even comes close. The numbers going crazy on YouTube, on streaming platforms. Rivani, Ali Kiba,
Harmonize.
Mention them. There's quite a lot of them, and those are the huge stars there. And then it seems to be that the internet is now very, very cheaper in those parts. Tanzania is like internet is like pure water there. So they now have a culture of people who stream YouTube like it's nothing. They watch YouTube like they're watching. So those those kind of thing helps the artist, and people are able to watch and rewatch. And these guys, in their right, they are big, huge stars in East Africa, and kudos to them.
So how have Nigerian artists been able to dominate even with those guys in their country?
Yeah, it's a wave of new sound. Like I think this all started. I want to point fingers to, I'll say Omale.
Okay.
I want to point fingers to Omale because I don't know if it was deliberate from Omale's team, but Omale times they seem to have grown a following in East Africa, Uganda, Kenya, Tanzania. They grew a following there, and by the time these guys were now featuring other artists, Olamide benefited from that Omale feature in East Africa because you never seen Infinity and this some other songs topping charts in those areas. And that was dope. And then other people now saw it as an opportunity that we need to get on this wave, this East African wave. And then I started pushing traffic through that route. People are going and using East African influencers. They are starting off challenges from East Africa, and everything is just trickling down and coming towards the home front. There's an argument whether are they really blown on the home front, which I don't believe they are. But in the East African front, they've made huge progress, and they're trying to do the reverse work. Rather than go from home internationally, they're trying to go from international to local. I don't think that has worked.
Olakira as well is one artist who has really done well for himself in East Africa.
Yeah.
You could check his YouTube comment. People from Tanzania, Uganda, Kenya doing their thing. Apple Music playlist for Imam Maserati. You could see, popular New Guinea, Papua New Guinea, Ghana, Kenya, Zimbabwe, Gambia, Cape Verde. It's quite huge for him. And I ask myself, Chike is also doing the same thing.
Yeah.
And I ask myself, what exactly is it with East Africa? Is this like a template to actually blow Nigeria? Can an Niger artist, Afrobeat artist, actually blow from East Africa to Nigeria?
Well, I wouldn't want to say it's not possible, but it's doing the work from the outside. But there's nobody that has done it successfully so far. I don't think there's anyone who has done it successfully so far. Imagine an Olakira with his feature of DAVIDO on him, or in fact, Imam Maserati was a dope song. I'm not so sure that it blew off from East Africa. It was also big in Nigeria. Featured DAVIDO, the remix, but then again they went the extra mile of pushing that particular song, remixing it at least 2 times, pushing it in Nigeria, pushing it outside of Nigeria, pushing it in East Africa, for it to be a global hit. I'm pretty sure in parts of Europe or the USA, that song is dope because it has a keyword Maserati. Everybody knows what the Maserati is, and everybody is able to relate to it. The latest version of it is the DJ mix that people are dancing to. So they didn't particularly say they wanted to go via East Africa, but they were able to create something viral on the home front and outside of the home front. He's tried his best, but I don't think he particularly blew up from the East. Who else would I say? Chike? No, I don't think so. Chike, known in Nigeria. Let's get it fast. Chike blew his album, very well loved in Nigeria. I think it wasn't until One Into You with Simi. His album was also did well and had all these other numbers outside of the country. But One Into You with Simi did a madness for him. Simi on Duduke, that was just Francophone Africa. That led her to actually
do the French version.
But on the home front, she already killed it. Who else am I missing? Omale. Omale is home breed. The guy don't blow for Nigeria already before he started making strides outside of Nigeria. We know that East Africa, they are liking our sound right now. Not only the fans, including the artists themselves. Their biggest star is busy remixing Nigeria's biggest songs. So they are loving.
No good there.
Yes, they are loving our song, our sound so much at the moment. And it's not surprised that when you go to their charts, you're seeing Nigerians dominate it. They can't get enough of our sound.
If you have an artist, and you have very limited resources, would you pick trying to blow up ground up from Nigeria, or take that East African step? Let's blow over there. We don't care about the Nigerian market. Okay,
the mistake people would make would be like, I think it's cheaper to blow, but it's not actually cheaper. It's not. Now people will get funds, we get the money, try to blow from East Africa because a lot of money is being spent. The other day I was looking at adverts of people, all these influencers from back then. It's way more expensive over there than in Nigeria. Maybe the reception of people trying to participate in the long run can be good for you, but on the home front, you have the advantage of numbers. If you're able to play your numbers, and Nigeria has over 200 million people, youths, maybe over 50 million youths or more. With smartphones, let's say at least 20 or 10 million with smartphones. So what effort are you willing to put in play to engage 10 million youths for your content? That's like what? How many percent of our population? 5% of Nigeria's population. Are you willing to do the work, and are you willing to spend the money? So for me personally, home front is better, because if you go viral on the home front, that's dope. We have the numbers to back it up, and if you get all these numbers of people online, wait till you don't go viral.
Guys, let's have your thoughts on that one. It's a whole lot of people. I've actually had this argument with someone before about, do you have to blow off East Africa before you come to Nigeria, or do you blow off from the street before you get on radio? There's been a whole lot of comparison, argument and everything, but let's hear from you. What do you think about Nigerian artists, Afrobeat artists trying to blow off from the East African market down to Nigeria? Should that be the case, or should it be from the Nigerian market, of course, to East Africa? Put everything down below. Would respond to some of you, while would also take a couple of your feedback and all of that. Guys, we'll see you on the next one. Peace.